if I can get my bank account. Oh, this is ironic. Hello.
Did you, Emma?
Oh, wait, yeah. 1 second. You got it.
Good luck with that, Vinny.
Sorry, my hands were a little.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, I got a car here. That's why.
You wanna go over into your office?
No, they
Yeah,
fixed
as long
it.
as 4 masked men don't show up and try to shoot.
No, of course not.
License, I just,
We're going to Emma's office.
Emma, I love the casual attire today. Very fetching.
To be
Love
honest,
the
at this point,
aquamarine
I
hair.
really do not care.
No, I
What the
like
fuck
it.
does fetching mean, Anto? Very fetching. Who the fuck says that?
It's such a nice
People with
tone
a
of
Vinny, remember-
aquamarine.
Yeah, I'm trying, bro. I can't put the fucking car. It's so annoying.
Just lock it.
Back?
Yeah, I know.
That's on that fucking docket, and
Where's
I'm
Roman?
really pissed with this thing.
Wait, what? Green beans on the docket again?
I'm coming in right now.
My impeachment trial, they're trying to say that I approved you to come back.
Oh, good shit, Emma. Thank you for that.
Literally, at my trial, the judge literally said it was your recommendation that I don't have green beans anymore. I remember.
Yes!
What the fuck?
What up, Emma?
Trust me.
I'll speak for you if you want, Emma. Let me know.
Alright.
Yeah, if I need a witness for that part, I'll definitely have you down.
So,
Alright, bless.
yeah, Emma, what's going on with this impeachment thing? We heard a few things.
It's tons of bullshit, to be honest.
Oh, it sounds like it.
So, you know how I'm not literally in charge of construction. Are you sitting in my spot, Minnie?
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
See the disrespect here, Emma? That's disgusting.
Yeah, so they think I'm in charge of construction, that when I prove a business that it's a set in business, they instantly get that land and they don't have to pay any money for it, which is not how it works. Is I prove the idea of the business, it gets pushed to construction, and construction then takes it to where they need to. And then they'll tell you how much you have to pay for the land.
Yeah, that's
if it's
exactly what we
approved,
did
denied,
with you.
anything. Yep.
We went to you, you approved it, then you had to pass it to construction, they approved it, and then that was it.
Yep.
So, Vinny, what did you hear again? It was about the,
So
CGI, right?
on the docket, it states that you were approving stuff for CGI and basically giving us all the properties in
Yep.
Little Seoul.
That's what they were trying to say, which they didn't communicate it correctly.
And they're trying to say that you did it because we're nothing but a gang and we want to conduct gang violence. That's why you approved all our businesses.
Yeah, no, I
What
didn't say
the
that.
hell?
That's
That
from
is
a
crazy.
judge that does not know what he's talking about at this time.
Oh, no, don't worry. Don't worry. We already have something in store for that judge legally.
why is he
do
even,
you-
where's this even coming from?
He also has information from a.
Well, it's
let's just
Temple, bro.
say-
He has a hot on for us. That's why.
Well, he also is using information from a, we'll say, a private mayor Discordian,
What?
and he's
Really?
trying to use it on the docket.
Whoa.
A little weird.
Why is he,
Little
why
weird.
is he have, I don't even know this guy. Why is he so, why is
He's
he
not
in
because
this?
I'm not around during Australian times. That's also on there. I'm not accessible for Australian people that need to speak to the mayor.
Oh
But
my
that's why I have a
God. God
What is he
deputy
forbid
expected
you
to
mayor.
be
actually
awake
have a
24/7?
God forbid you have a fucking life.
God
Tell him
forbid
to make
I
sure
have
he's
demons
around
that
EU
cry
and NA
24/7.
too. Tell him.
That's crazy. I've never seen this guy. Let me, hold on. I don't, where is he? What the fuck? I need to speak to Judge Forrest. He's not around, bruh. He's not around at any times. What the
Never-
fuck?
think
Yo,
I've
get
ever
this
seen
dude
him
fucking
around.
fired. Get this dude fucking
Get
fired.
him fired,
I need to
boys.
talk to him. Where the fuck is it?
What about Forrest?
I've never seen him ever.
All right, so pretty much he's a dumb fuck, and the properties in Little Seoul, most of all the non-business related ones are all real estate properties that were bought, and the other ones are we all paid for. We paid for the fucking gas station and shit and all that stuff. The fuck is this dude even talking? I don't understand what the fuck he's even.
You know what
Trying to
gets me?
come
This
at.
guy is totally clueless about the times we're around, has no clue about anything about us because he's AU, but now he's giving us shit. Like, and he's giving Emma shit. Like, what?
I gotta say, Emma's been a great mayor too. Very fair, very all that.
Yeah. So He also, the only thing that they can probably get me for would be a contract that I wrote with we'll say I'm married by contract to someone. We don't have a romantic or emotional connection to each other. We're just best friends. And I was going to hire his law firm because they're the only ones active during this time zone, everybody in his law firm. There's 7 lawyers and 2 judges in that law firm. It's going to pay $200,000 for the whole month, and that's for every single lawyer to be on retainer. So not just 1, 7 lawyers, 2 judges. And it actually didn't get pushed through because I brought it to 2 judges, and they actually first was one of the judges I brought it to. And they
Have I
said
ever
that
met this guy,
it's
Chet?
not a judge's chance to approve it. You have to do it yourself because you're mayor. And I said, well, I just want your opinion on it. And nobody gave me anything.
What is this clip?
So
I'm
it never went through,
surprised
never
when
paid them the money. I actually gave them
Chang
access
Gang
to my
owns
bank account
Uwu?
so they know
We
that I
don't
didn't
own
do
Uwu.
anything.
Get out of my seat, Vinny, please.
I haven't got shit then.
Yeah, no, they don't have shit on me.
What the fuck are they even doing? What, does he just not like you or something?
I have not talked to him at all.
I don't think I've even
Why is he
ever
got his
met
weird
him.
I've
dinner?
never had I had one conversation with him, and that was literally about the PD budget. And he asked if I gave it in a lump sum or if it's broken down into
He
departments.
told
And
Ash
said
that I
just
own
give it to
Uwu.
the
How the fuck
commissioner.
would I own
Weird
Uwu?
vendetta then.
He is technically my
Apparently
father-in-law,
Uwu
too.
is
Oh.
a part of Little Soul
What?
property that
Yeah.
you guys bought.
Adam Prince.
No, we don't fucking own Uwu. That's Ash's thing. We're not. What the fuck would we touch Uwu for?
Oh, look, it's Craney. Hello, Craney. Good to
That's
see you.
my
Good to see
buddy.
you.
What's going on?
What's going on, Crane?
You sit in my...
No, I'm just sitting in my chair. Crane, stop! You always shoot me with the shotgun.
Well, stop.
I have a
sitting in
brick,
the mayor's
Crane.
chair.
I have a
The
brick.
whole
It's
point of
not
Little
no
Soul
balls.
is to
No
bring
balls, Crane, no
businesses
balls.
in. Like, what the fuck?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just,
Fuck! Crane,
so,
why?
okay,
That's my
so
type
what's
of
going
judge.
on? What do you need, Vinny?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just calling you to thank you for everything yesterday, but I'm gonna bring it to court.
Okay.
Yeah, I genuinely
Okay, even if we
appreciate what
own
you
land,
did for me
that's
yesterday,
not.
but
I got
They can have that land.
you know,
The
I have a
Uwu is
lot
their
of
own thing.
you know, the fact that I was ghosted for 5 fucking days and all that bullshit. I'm just gonna bring it to court.
Wait, Crane,
I
you
just-
sound like it's not a
before-
good idea for him to go to court.
okay, let me give you guys a piece of general advice that I've said a number of times to a number of people. Civil court and criminal court are 2 different matters, right? So, like, if you feel that a cop or someone didn't afford you the proper due process, okay, so they didn't read you your Miranda rights or, whatever, right? Sometimes those things can lead to things being thrown out. But most of the time, that will lead to them being, like, fined and sanctioned and, disciplined and all that. But it doesn't change, your guilt when it comes to a crime that is, like, very much proven just by evidence. So I want to make sure everyone knows the distinction there, because a lot of people will come into court and be like, this guy did this wrong and he did his job poorly, so I shouldn't be found guilty. And ultimately, that's usually not how that works. Usually it's, this guy did his job wrong and he did it poorly, so I can sue him for a constitutional rights violation, or, I can sue him for, like, a negative impact or whatever. But in terms of, like, my criminal liability, that might not change. So, for example, let's say you're in a shootout and a cop rolls up and they search you without GSR testing you or frisking you, and they find a Glock 18C and a bunch of meth and whatever, right? And then they do the GSR test after, and they do the frisk after the search. And the GSR test positive, and the frisk is obviously positive. That doesn't mean that all that evidence gets thrown out, because if they had done the procedure correctly, it would have been discovered regardless.
Chat, chill out. Don't be saying no weird shit.
So typically that just means
It's
the
role
cop
play.
would, like, get sued or, get
Relax.
fined or whatever.
This will just make
or
for
even
some
just get
spicy
disciplined
shit.
by PD for being bad at their job. But it doesn't change the fact that you were positive and you had a Glock 18C. So that's my only concern, is I want to make sure that you're...
Oh, yeah, no, I know what I'm
you're
doing.
fighting something you can
Yeah.
actually fight. I don't want you to, like...
Oh no, 100%. I'm not just doing it to say fuck you. I'm doing it I have purpose behind it. And also, we're just down here talking with Emma about this fucking bullshit. What's going on with her and the fact how they're slandering our name.
I can't talk about that.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
But, yeah, have a good day.
Wait, hold on, Judge. What about illegal search and seizure? Like, how does that work?
So the context depends. I mean, the circumstances matter, right? Like, you'd have to give me certain facts. You'd have to give me a narrative, and I can tell you how that would affect things, but it's not always the same outcome.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a scenario. I don't know if
So
it
fruit
works
of the
in this one.
poisonous tree. Typically, you would have to prove that the officer was acting not only in bad faith with extreme negligence, but such that any reasonable officer would have known that it was improper. But if they're acting in good faith and they believe that they, saw you commit a crime, or they had tied you to a crime, or there's probable cause to be there legally, then anything they find is, plain sight. In terms of a raid. So if they have legal permission to go into, let's say, a warehouse, and anything that on its visual, identification is illegal, like let's say a pillow of meth or a meth cooking table,
Get back in my chair.
or an AK,
I'm sitting.
that's all
No,
fair
I don't
game.
want to sit on your lap, Benny.
What?
Benny, you little pervert, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
I
No,
didn't,
it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
in
have a
my
good time.
spot.
Stand up.
Benny's a little
I didn't say-
pervert.
Stand
I
up,
didn't
Vinny.
ask you to sit on my lap.
No, but I said I want to sit down, and then you sat down, and I said I don't want to sit on your lap.
Yeah, I'm
I
tired.
don't want to.
That's
He's
Unky. That's
sleepy.
Unky
He's
Vin, Emma. Unky.
A monkey Benny.
Keep Benny sleepy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, today was a long fucking day. Jesus.
I have a headache from today. I feel like I'm gonna drink a bottle of wine.
Oh, hell yeah,
maybe,
bro.
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Go hard. Party.
All right, so
My future seat.
yeah, we're gonna be moving forward with legal actions on Temple with our lawyer. So we got your back on this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the city right now might be looking at the docket and being like, "What the fuck is he smoking at this point?"
Yeah, but we got you. So we just want to let you know that what's going on with us and making sure you're good, and that's it.
Yeah, I got two great lawyers, and I think they're getting I think Crane, the other Crane, is coming to help out, and I
Okay.
think we're getting some ex-judges too that haven't been around for a while. So
Oh hell yeah! All right, we good here, boys?
How are you
what are you doing?
Okay,
here?
fell asleep. All right, I'll see you
No, I'm
later.
right here.
Ansel, what are you doing?
Fucking ACDC kicks in with these guys in 2 fucking minutes.
Yep.
Well, the fucking convo's over, man. I've heard what we needed to hear.